Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another Halloween tutorial. I have already done my makeup and my eyeshadow, which is not going to be included in this. But if you guys would like to see a video of that, please leave me some comments. So first off, I'm going to start off with clipping my hair out of the way, and I'm just going in with a flat paddle brush. This is just an ordinary foundation brush that you can buy at any cheap drugstore makeup places, and I'm just going in with some Ben Nye water activated paint. All you need to do with this paint is just add a little bit of water to it and it becomes all nice and creamy. Just going in and outlining the base shape for our skull. Now just taking some black water activated paint, you just do the same thing that you did with the white, except you use a smaller brush, and I'm just going in and covering pretty much my entire nose. I just make two little sort of uneven points at the top of my nose and just join that in and colour it all in. Now just drawing a line at the top of our mask to create the eye socket shape. Just going on the inside of our lip, just adding a bit more of that black in there. We want our lips to look like they're not even there and that we're actually just a skull on half of our face. So I'm just drawing a line from the corner of my mouth outwards. This is going to be the base for where our teeth are going to sit. Have a reference picture in front of you so that you know what you're doing at all times. As you can see here, I'm sort of looking up and down between my photo just to see where I want those lines to sit, and just sort of feathering them really softly. You can always go back in later to darken them up. Once we have our guide, you can start filling in that negative space in there. Like I said, you can always go back in and darken it a bit later, so it's not going to matter too much right now. Also, just darkening that little triangle over there. This is supposed to be where the two bones meet. Starting from the nose and just drawing a line down the middle of our face through our lip, this is going to be the baseline from where our teeth are going to start. What I found was easiest is following where your actual teeth are. So you can always open your mouth a little bit and just see where they're sitting. This is going to make it look more realistic and it's going to help keep them even. I am just using a black eyeshadow for the teeth and most of the detail work in this. It's a little bit more forgiving, and if you do need to rub out some bits, it makes it a lot easier. You can always go back in and darken it up with the water activated paint a little bit later. Now I'm going to be starting the shape of our little chiclets. So I'm just drawing like a curve off that first line and just joining it in together, smudging it out with my finger to make it not so harsh, and just continuing this along for every tooth. I'm also just shaping the bottom of the tooth just to make it a little bit more rounded. It doesn't matter if that line in the middle goes a little bit thicker, because it will make it look like our teeth aren't sitting right on top of each other, and that there's actually a hollowed out shape in between them. So again, just darkening up that jaw piece there on the side, I don't know what to call it. I'm just extending that a little bit more under my teeth and darkening up the lines as I go. Smudge and darken, just keep repeating this step over and over until you are happy with the desired result. This look does take a lot of patience and a lot of time, so don't rush it. Taking some of that white water activated paint again, just to brighten up those teeth. I want them to really stand out and look like they're just popping off of our face. If you put a bright highlight right next to a dark shadow, that's going to make it stand out even more. Now I'm just drawing a very thin line on top of that jaw piece and just below the socket. What I'll be doing with this is just smudging it out with just a flat shader brush. We want it to look like the mask is actually a bit more 3D. Just repeating the exact same step underneath that bone, again just to make it a little bit more 3D. Like this is just popping off your face. Now just for some little cracks at the bottom of our skull, just use the black eyeshadow again for this step. Just wriggling your brush as you go. Now here I thought that the look was complete. Like, oh look at me and my bad self. Oh, ooh, yeah, get them awkward poses. But I forgot one thing, and that is contact lenses. The contact lenses that I'm using are from colourVUE. I think they're called Lunatic, and they just make the look. It just brings everything together and just completes it. And there we have it, guys, the finished look. This is most likely what I'm going to be wearing out to Halloween, and I cannot wait. As always, if you haven't already, please click the like and subscribe buttons down below. I hope you all have a safe and happy Halloween, and I hope to see you all next video. Bye!